Josh Garcia. I run Inspiredlbc. I'm also a local realtor out here. This is a mural I did with Bodek Hernandez, the sexy guy over here. It says, "Keep the dream alive," and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm just going to share some anecdotes of my dream for the past 2 years and in hopes to inspire yours. Okay, so Inspiredlbc is a passion project that I've been working on, and the whole ethos of Inspiredlbc is just to inspire people to pursue what they're most passionate about. These are some of my notes in this book. This is from the Arts Council Open Conversation, and there's two things that really stuck out to me is culture drives economy and also radical inclusion, and that's some of the things I want to encapsulate with Inspiredlbc, to be inclusive of everybody. This was a photo of my first live art battle experience, and live art, to me, my mind exploded. My first thought was, Long Beach needs this. And so I set an intention to bring them out here, and it took 8 months. Long story short, it didn't happen, but something better happened, and I'll get to that in a bit. This is my very first post for Inspiredlbc, and this made me realize that in order for things to happen, a lot of conversations need to take place. Kind of like with your Cat Bean's event, you know, there's so many conversations that needed to happen there. This is my first big collaboration that I did with a few creators. I wanted to make a statement here in Long Beach, and we threw a pre-party for the Grand Prix at the top here in downtown Long Beach, and they just put the floorings like 3 days before, and they had to clean it up the day afterwards. Art in Pixie Park, this is a little brainchild that I have. I really appreciate this photo because I met 100 artists, and the main question that I asked all of them is, what inspires you? And I found it was a culmination of their culture, their upbringing, their childhood, all that. This is another favorite photo. I don't know if you can see Jason Keem's dog here. This has everything that I love about Long Beach: portfolios, Long Beach bike share, and that's one of my clients. We staged that photo. This here is at Kernville. Another thing within Inspiredlbc is I just want to inspire people to travel more and to travel often, because when we travel, we bring that childlike wonder into our lives, and you know, we get inspired, kind of like what Vic was talking about earlier, just going back to the motherland. So for me, it's travel as much as possible. This photo is, I started realizing in pursuit with Inspiredlbc that it started leaking into my work within real estate, and so this is a photo that of a historical landmark in downtown Long Beach. This is the Californian, built in 1929, and it actually sparked our historical LBC project. And then I also started getting crazy with it, and I started doing open houses with artists as an art exhibit. So this right here is of Eric Michael. He actually had 6 pieces up, and every time we had an open house, we also had an art exhibit as well. So it was kind of the best of both worlds. This photo is just to remind all of you guys that Powwow Long Beach is coming. It's a great, great event. Dakota's here. She helps organize it as well. And I met so many artists, amazing artists from around the world during this time. I deepened relationships, you know, with Jason and Dakota, and that's actually where I met Bodek. And speaking of Bodek, this is us doing the mural, and this really inspired me because it's for DACA and all the dreamers. And Bodek was awesome enough to take on the challenge, and you know, this really sparked everything that we've been working on. And in collaborations, see, that's another thing, is this right here is 4 artists together, and we created a piece for the nonprofit We Love Long Beach because they had an around the table open conversation citywide, and we gave the original to the owners there. I don't know if you guys know the Villa Riviera, the green Gothic building out here in downtown Long Beach. I always drove by this building, and it's so iconic. And we created a historical LBC project, and we highlighted historical buildings out here in Long Beach. They're 1-minute microfilms. This is my grandma. I just wanted to dedicate this talk to her because she brought so much joy to the world. and she was always happy and loved to dance. And I made a promise to myself and to her that everything creative I do will have her name tied to it. If you guys have ever had a conversation that changed your trajectory, this photo encapsulates it. This is one of my good friends, June, and I was talking to him about the Secret Walls, that live art event that I was talking about, and you know, it fell through. It didn't happen. 8 months of work kind of just went by the wayside, and he's like, Josh, just do it yourself. So Bodig and I got into a conversation, and we started doing a live art illustration battle. And this is a photo that makes me so happy because we did it. You know, it's 2 hours. I'll explain it to you guys in a little bit, but it was an amazing, amazing, amazing event. This is the squad. We did a Filipino festival. There was over 5,000 people there, plus, and this is all of the guys that make it happen. And the reason I put this up is because I just want to show you guys just the magic of collaboration. When you collaborate with people, magic happens. And these guys are magicians. So these are the finished pieces. It's essentially, we're just calling it Inspired Walls, and it's 2 hours of live illustration. 2 teams of 2 or 3 illustrations per side. They use 3 colors, and there's no black ink. So they really have to create on the spot, and it's so amazing. So lastly, you know, just the 3 things that I guess I want you guys to take from it is just to be really clear on what it is that you want for your dream. Set that intention, write it down, and keep dreaming. Thank you.